these are things that will invalidate, will break your fast. So please pay attention, because previously I've mentioned stuff that does not break your fast. These are the things that will break your fast. Eating or drinking deliberately or accidentally while conscious of fast. This will invalidate your fast. So previously we learned, if you forgetfully eat or drink, what should you do? You continue your fast. But here, if you've done it accidentally, then even if it's an accident, it's broken your fast. Also, swallowing toothpaste or mouthwash, it will invalidate your fast. Now I know there is a difference of opinion with regards to toothpaste. Some say it's permissible to use while you're fasting, and some say it's not. But you make up your mind. If you're going to use toothpaste, and if the remnants of the toothpaste goes down your throat, it will invalidate your fast. There is no difference of opinion in that. So if you want to use toothpaste and you're absolutely sure that it won't go down your throat, fair enough, but it's better to avoid toothpaste whilst you are fasting. And swallowing blood from the gums, meaning if your gums bleed and the blood is more than your saliva, this will invalidate your fast. Moving on to the Qur'an, yesterday we went through Surah Al-Araf, and I mentioned that Surah Al-Araf is the place in between Jannah and Hellfire. And who are the people that will be at Al-Araf? These are the people, remember I said it's very, very interesting. Which people are going to be at the heights? These are those people whose good and bad deeds are equal. Jinki nekiyan aur gunah barabar hain, Al-Araf will be there. And the people, you will see both sides. Although eventually these people will go into Jannah. So this is what was recited yesterday, and today inshallah, I'm hoping we will go to Surah Al-Anfal, which mentions about previous prophets. You know about the prophet called Lut alayhi salam. His nation, they used to practice their lust on men. So men practicing their lust on men, and we know how Allah destroyed them. Allah destroyed them. So in Islam, we clear up, it's not permissible. Prophet Shoaib alayhi salam, his nation, he warned his nation about those who trade, and when it comes to weighing things and selling things, those who deceive, those who do deception when they're trading. It's a clear warning against them. Many other prophets were mentioned. And now adding on to what our chairman mentioned, last night a masjid in Manchester, we know an incident like this happened. We as believers, he said you should be vigilant, absolutely. But a true believer is always on his guard. And this is a command by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Qur'an, that when you fear the attack of the enemy, some of you pray ahead. When they have done their prostration, they come back, and the other ones who are guarding go in the front and they guard. So this is something we learn in our deen. But what should we do from the Islamic perspective? Once we say Allahu Akbar, this is called the Takbir al-Tahlima. Meaning, once you have said this Allahu Akbar, what was permissible before has become haram. Meaning, to converse with someone becomes haram. To eat and drink becomes haram. Yeah, so all these acts you can't do once you say Allahu Akbar. Now, when can you break your salah? When can you break your salah? Pay attention. There are 3 reasons when you can break your salah. Number 1, if your wealth is in danger. Your wealth or somebody else's. For example, you're praying, somebody's got their phone there, and someone's coming to take it. It's not yours, it's somebody else's. You know if that phone goes, it'll be in a problem. You can break your salah and go, yeah? Well, number 2, honor. Somebody's honor is in danger, yours or somebody else's. You can go break your salah. And number 3, very important, when life is in danger. When life is in danger. So we're praying, God forbid something happens, our life, your life, his life, somebody's life is in danger, you can break your salah in order to go and save the person. So we as believers, we should know this, that when we are engaged in salah, if God forbid, we're living in these times, and I always warn, we're taking our deen for granted, we're taking these blessings. Remember in my Jummah speech, every time I say, Allah, you have allowed us to come here in peace and in tranquility. Let's spare a moment and remember our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters who are suffering around the world. Now what's happening? Allah is bringing it to our doorstep. Those of us, these youngsters who were taking the deen for granted, who were taking these blessings for granted, now it's come to our doorstep. Now you're gonna value your deen. Allah, we were able to pray here without nobody's. Go to Palestine. You can't go to the masjid without guns pointing in your head. Your women can't go to the masjid without having their hijabs ripped off. Your children getting checked, fearing for their lives. We didn't have any of this, yet we take it for granted. Now it's coming to our doorstep. Now please, I beg you, value your deen. Value these blessings that Allah has given you. You can come here without anyone stopping you, without any danger, without worrying for your family. Now that it's come to our doorstep, now I hope and pray that inshallah nothing will happen. It's just a wake-up call from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for you and me. Let's value our deen. Let's value our peace and tranquility that Allah has given. And at the same time, remember our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. I make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides those who are trying to cause harm to the Muslims. Allah unite the ummah. This is the time, this is what I always say. We need to be united. Together, united we are strong, and divided we are weak. Right now we need to be united. We can't be fighting bitterly with one another. We need to be united together because we have other issues to deal with. So I make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unites us, ummah, grants victory to the ummah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of our ibadah, inshallah.